Hi. So, first of all, who are all of you?
Do you want me to start? Oh yeah, I'm Aslak. Online, I'm known as Orion Works, and I mostly make props and armor costumes, which is kind of me. Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Celia, also just known as Celia Danielson online. Yeah, I don't make props and big armors. No, I mainly sew and yeah.
Thing.
Right. Um, my name is Martina. I'm known as Teresa, Teresa's Cosplay online, and I make just about anything. Jack of all trades, master of none.
Right. So, a good variation. So, how long have you all been cosplaying?
I was trying to figure that out yesterday because I was talking to someone else, and I think I made my first costume 11 years ago.
Wow.
Which is a long time ago. But if you count cosplaying, it's I don't know 8 years maybe 8-9 years. But that's cosplay, not only costuming. Yeah.
I've been cosplaying for 8 years.
Wow.
I've also been cosplaying for 8 years, and that question always makes me feel a little bit old.
Yeah. I know.
Well, it is a long time. So, but what is it that sort of is? What do you look at when judging cosplays? Basically.
That depends greatly on what kind of competition we're doing. Today we've been mainly looking at the craftsmanship because there isn't a focus on the performance part in this costume contest. But it depends greatly. For me, I really like the craft part because that's what I like. I'm not a very act guy, but.
No, likewise for me, I love the pre-judging where you get to look at the costumes and look at the craftsmanship, ask the cosplayers what they've been doing. I also like the show part of certain competitions, not as well represented here, but I'm still looking forward to see all of the costumes on stage and how they move and act as their character in the little time that they're given.
They've said most of it. I do like the performance part a lot in shows that do that, but for the pre-judging for something like this, we do look at the level of craftsmanship, the attention to detail, the likeness to the character that you're supposed to represent, and what kind of creative steps you're taking to make yourself look like the character. So there's a billion different things, because with cosplay, everything is so different. You can't have like one thing you're supposed to specifically look at each costume, because everyone brings in new ideas and new strange techniques that we've never seen before, and it's brilliant.
So, what's the most impressive thing you've ever seen?
The most impressive thing, personally or online?
Personally, in judging.
Personally,
Whatever.
I've seen quite a bit of armor costumes that kind of blow me away. Really, like, oh my god, how did you make this? And then I figure out how they make it, and I was like, yes, awesome! This is even better now. Also, I'm really impressed by dresses because I have no idea how to make them. I'm just with the sewing machine. So there was one time I judged NCC, which is the Nordic Championship, and there was a dress there that I was like, you were a participant as well?
I was.
Yeah, and I was like, how do you make these things? I don't understand. So yeah, dresses. That's every time
Black
dresses comes up, it's like
And
that.
tears.
Mind blown.
I think I just love being baffled,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, like the one.
Yeah,
now.
like one of the props we saw earlier. No one was expecting it and just spun around and had the amazing
Yeah.
flashy
Motors.
things that happened. No, but two of my favorite moments from a competition was actually when I was judging in Sweden earlier this year. There was one armor it looked very cartoony but true to the character, and it just moved so well that I was just like. And also there was this guy who'd 3D printed his sword and installed a magnet inside his sword and installed a magnet in his armor on his back, so he could just put his sword on his back and walked around with it, and it looked amazing. Because he didn't have to fasten it or anything, because there were magnets, and it looked amazing. So
I think, like, people come in and do stuff that makes you go, but how?
yeah.
How did you even do that? That's amazing. Yeah, I also had the pleasure of judging the Nordic Championships this year, and that was just costume after costume after costume after making me like, I can't find any mistakes to judge on. Like, it was very difficult, but apart from that was an insane day of judging. I loved it. But apart from when I haven't judged, I saw there's a German cosplayer that does Thorin Oakenshield from Hobbit, which is a big love of mine. And that costume, I've seen it twice now, and it blows me away every time. It's perfection down to they've like sculpted prosthetic hands for this one, and just done this quite skinny guy that does it, and he bulks out your armor and gets this whole. He looks entirely like a different person, and that kind of thing. That people who just you can't even see it's them anymore. They've just entirely taken on a new character. That's what really wows me.